ọmọ ẹ̀lẹ́ ibo ló tún dá kò sí pẹ́ẹ́fíìmù kálóná fi ń dá. You already know it's a boy Terry Apala, aka King of Apala Fusion. Yeah, I'm here with the Afrobeats with Adeshokwe. You already know, loud gun.
You ask me where I get all my energy from. From the stage to the studio and to my desk. I am the energy god. And you can be one too.
You're listening to Adeshokwe Live, the Afrobeats podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to a brand new edition of Adeshokwe Live, the official Afrobeats podcast, here in the Afro Media Studios in London, where we break down the hottest topics in the culture. And most times I'm joined by a special guest to speak to me one-on-one. As always, we like the subscriptions, your likes, your comments. Please keep those subscriptions going up. We need the support. The bigger our platform gets, the better we're in position to promote our own culture without having to wait for others to support us. This is brought to you by the Energy God Energy Drink. Drink and stay energized. This is for us, by us. This is from our culture to you. Go to energygod.com. And as always, Anchored Car Sales. If you need a car, a luxury car, VIP car, just a simple car to run around with, Anchored Car Sales on Instagram and social media. Contact them. There'll be somebody specially to deal with your request and get you the type of car that you need at an affordable price. Now, joining me in the studio all the way from Lagos, Nigeria, the voice of all voices, the voice of a generation. APALA music is now enjoying a renaissance because of his existence. Not only now, but a continued existence within the culture. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my brother, Terry APALA.
Yes, sir.
My brother, hey, listen, it's a pleasure to see you. After a while, I think the last time we caught up was like in 2019.
2019, yeah. You even came to my house then, yeah, I remember.
I came to look for you. Sit down, listen to music, just talk exactly.
About few things.
And in the future, how have you been? You look like a lot of money.
I'm just being productive anyway, working, trying to explore, do new things to get me. Like I said, I was in London 2019 and it was good. So I'm just saying to finish whatever I step first.
Yeah. The funny thing is, a lot of people nowadays, they listen to Terry APALA. Some of them, a friend of mine told me, like, this new artist, Terry APALA.
New artist. I think serious. I think that's because most of the changes always me that were like, this guy is new. You get me? He didn't know I was there before now, but it is what it is.
Talk to me about, as brief as you can, what the story has been like and how long it's been for you.
Yeah, so Terry APALA is just that boy that came out from the slum. They're placed in Mushin, somewhere in Nigeria, you get me, trying to look for a way to, survive. And unfortunately, I made myself in the music world, you get me, where you have to fight, you have to struggle to, But we thank God for growth, all the way from Mushin to Nelson Jack, to Don Jazzy, to Burna Boy's mom, you get me? Wow. So I say to this generation, the Gen Z generation, you get me?
Yeah.
So like, first of all, I'll give shout out to Wizzy, because the effect of Wizzy in my career is, bro, like it's huge. You get
That's
me?
the ultimate PR.
Yeah, APALA's journey was nowhere to be found, but now I can say, okay, I'm here. So the whole thing is more like I'm giving a second chance, you get me?
Facts.
To prove myself. So I'm doing whatever it takes to, keep me here. So
APALA music. Let's break this down for a lot of people.
All right.
What is APALA music?
Okay, APALA music is like an old version of Fuji music, you get me? According to history, APALA was there before Fuji, so meaning APALA gave birth
To Fuji.
Fuji music. They were Legali Mukaiba, Arono Ishola and Mawura, before the likes of Barrister that tried to modernize it, diluted it to like Fuji
And
music,
changed,
you get me?
transformed
So you
it to
get me?
the...
So
yeah.
APALA music is not like a regular sound everybody are used to, you get me? So
Yeah, keep on.
So like the APALA whatever is like an old stuff.
Maybe for
So-
your gum. For your gum.
Okay.
You can put your gum in there. so you can throw it away.
Okay.
So keep talking, my brother.
So like the reason why I name my hippie black
Yeah,
and white is
yeah.
because I'm trying to reach out to the Gen Zs, like the white people. You get me? APALA was black. Wasn't listening to likes of blacks community. You get me?
But you wanted to bring
so
it
the
out.
white community has to at least gain from it. Like I need them to digest the sound. Like there's a new sound called APALA music. So we're getting there.
Now, you mentioned the fact that APALA was there before
Fuji
music.
Yeah,
Fuji now is also receiving a lot of a big shine. Shout out again to Wizkid, shout out to Burna Boy, people who have also Ashake, people who have embraced Fuji music and finding a way
sound,
to and send it to the younger generation. APALA, how did you get into that?
Okay. So I started doing music in 1996. Yeah.
Can you say it again? What
I
year?
started doing music in 1996.
1996.
Yeah. It was because I did a song then for Nigerian Brazil. There's this match we won during days of Dozu, Kanu Wanko.
Yeah.
So I was a guitarist. I was an R&B singer. I grew up in a celestial environment. So the APALA thing, I was doing R&B till like year 2000, where I did my first APALA record produced by Sheyi Pedro, somewhere around Onekpan. So there's this man in my area there that plays, he plays more of the Legali Mokaiba sound,
The authentic.
Yeah, the authentic, you get me? So I didn't know what the name was called then, you get me?
What the name of the genre was?
Yeah, sure
Oh,
was.
wow.
Yeah. So not until Muslim Shola came out with the album, I think sometimes 2007, 2010, okay, this sound is called APALA music. You get me? But at first, I was just, being skeptical about the whole,
Sound.
like it's gonna go, because the industry was used to the R&B. Because I could remember that back then it was just Banky W
Yep.
and cool stuff like that. So I said, okay, nothing comes easy. You get me? So I had to take that risk, with the determination and everything. I said, okay, I would love to change my style of music. You get me? It was hard at the beginning. I knew it was gonna take time. You get me?
Yeah.
Even up to now, I'm still not rushing because it might take me 10, 20 years. There's no age in music, you get
Absolutely.
me?
Absolutely. I say
So-
it all the time.
So like, from there, I was featured on a song in 2012, me, Orezi, Olamide. I was in the studio, I was just hanging out somewhere, and Olamide was like, this was in 2012, Olamide was like, okay, this guy is humming something, we can, add this guy to this song. So I think I started getting that appearance from, Olamide in 2012. In 2013, I
Just getting different
2013,
features.
2014, I met with Don Jazzy, Burna Boy's mom. Burna Boy's mom wanted to sign me then. You get me? Even Don Jazzy, few of them. I got some cool signs from different artists. Okay, that was when I now, okay,
There's
I think
something
people
here.
love, there's something here, you get me? So from there.
So you're an instrumentalist.
Yeah, I play the guitar. Yeah, I play the guitar. I play drums. Because in Celestial Church you have to do something.
in the
It's
choir.
either you're in engineering department or whatever, you have to do something. So like the APALA sound you get me has been keeping me going, So from there till now, Wizkid. Sometimes last year I was, chatting with Wizkid on Twitter and it was like, okay, I'm coming to Nigeria in December, But we didn't have time to meet because I had too many shows going on. DJ Tunes was Alpha, where you did? And shout out to DJ Tunes by the way, because like he's always been there. Like, like he said 3, 4, 5 years ago, like, bro, there's something about you people are not seeing. We need to bring you out. So last year we executed like everything, the APALA Disco came out. And aside from APALA Disco, we had some songs, me, Wandiko, Pokoli and stuff, you get me? So more songs are still coming. You get me? So APALA Fusion is making way. Thank God for the growth, thank God for everything, thank God for Wizkid FC. Like they're always putting me on, co-signs from different artists. And
There was one time, I think it was when I was speaking to you, you made it known to me that your heritage is actually from Warri. Is it?
Yeah, I'm from Delta State, yeah.
You're from Delta State.
Yeah, from Delta State, yeah.
So you speak the language as well?
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, let's say 5. Yeah, because I worked with Musili Shola for 3, 4 years. I was in Agowe. You get me? After school then, I went to Agowe. Then, I dropped out of school to stay with Musili Shola because I had passion for it.
To stay with... So can you explain those type of things to the younger generation? Because coming from the Fuji background and traditional Nigerian musicians, before you can actually become a solo superstar, you have to almost serve and work under.
You have you have to. You see, sometimes last year there was this trend that was going on, like nobody paved way from nobody paved.
Yeah.
You can't take Musi Shola out of it. If we're going to talk about APALA music now,
Yes.
you can't just exclude Musili Shola.
Somebody.
Legally Mukaba likes of them, you get me? So I would just say he paved the way for me, you get me? So like I don't know about the other kind of genre, but for my kind of music, you have to learn. Like you have to get, some prayers, learn from the best to, to be able to at least do it well, you get me?
How long were you with him?
3-4 years with Musili Shola in Agowe, Jebode. Because I needed something new. Like, I got the voice, you get me?
Yes.
But I needed some skills, to build. Because I was, like on a normal day, APALA doesn't sit on key. APALA,
it's like you're talking.
Yeah, APALA has just one note. So I needed something new, at least. If you listen to my song very well, you see I have, like, some bit of, English language, broken English, so trying to make it different, you get me, from what the Babas are doing, you get me? Because we are in the Gen Z's era, you get me?
In
So
a
you
new
have
era.
to make it suitable for them to hear.
Absolutely.
You get me? So, like I was saying, you have to learn. You can't just come out and do APALA music. If you notice, I was off the scene for like a year or two.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah. If it was something that's easy, you get me? Someone could have just, come out and do my kind of music. But I've learned that craft to that level where you can't even take it. So that's to tell you, I learned from the best, you get me? So you can't just come and...
What were you doing whilst in Musili Shola's band at the time?
Okay, so after I dropped out of school, I was working in Lutz, I was working as a net attendant, to get me. So I was just shuffling.
In Lutz?
Yeah, Lutz,
In the university teaching hospital in Lagos?
So I was shuffling Lagos to... Like, anytime they had shows, I go there with them. So Baba was just like, you can't do this, but just stay behind us and, watch whatever we're doing.
Wow.
So I was just there, packing instruments and, stay behind them, watch what they were doing, you get me? That's it.
So you mentioned the fact that you were working at Lutz.
Yeah.
That's part of the lyrics in the story record on the black and white EP that's out right now.
I was also a boxer then, you get me?
So you were in Lutz for 8 years as a health assistant.
Yeah, sure. Like health attendant,
Health attendant.
Staff medical service, I worked with them for 8 years.
8 years.
So I resigned. Okay, the reason I resigned then was because I thought Don Jazzy was going to sign me. Yeah, sure, because I had a few paperwork, you get me?
Yeah.
So then what I saw then wasn't cool with me. So I went for Nelson Jack, because Nelson Jack was also reaching out. So I stopped working, doing 9-to-5 job, so.
And how was it when you quit working 9 to 5? You didn't eventually. You signed with Nelson Jack.
Yeah, Nelson Jack. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, working with Nelson Jack. The beginning was very, very promising. You get me? Like the whole thing was going well, but I felt like I was not ready for this. The era then was like different from now. You get me?
Yes.
Now it's digital, whatever. You get me? So I wasn't ready. Like I said, I wasn't ready. So many things. Normally, I'm not a social media person, even up to now, but I'm just trying to. So then, working with Nelson Jack, APALA, what's it called? Champion Shower came out.
Yeah, that was big.
It was accepted a bit,
yeah,
but wasn't really what I was waiting for. You get me? Like the whole thing was, it was a new sound. You get me? So it would take time normally. So the old Nelson Jack, whatever, we had issues. You get me?
As artists, we always have issues
as an artist,
with label.
But people will always say the artists will always have problems. But,
always.
But shout out to Nelson Jack, anyways, because he's still the one that that put me on. You get me?
Absolutely.
Shout out to Don Jazzy.
Now you
shout
say
out to everybody that have been helping me.
You mentioned working 8 years at Lutz.
Yeah, Lutz.
And then being a boxer. Talk to me about being a boxer. What was that like? What exactly were you doing? Were you fighting for money? Was it prize fighting? Or you were just training as a boxer in case anything happened for streets?
All my siblings are boxers. Again, my dad was a boxer. My mom was an athlete. He was running for Nigeria then, Esther Mojumo. You can Google her name,
Wow.
So I came from a sport family, you get me? Up to now, I can still box, but because of music, I left so many things for music because I had passion for music. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Now let's talk about Mushi, man. You talk about coming out of Mushi.
Yes, so Mushin is a place you at least before I go see person wey make am for Mushin, then you go hard because Mushin is a place where you find more of the Amugbo boys. What we do there is just smoke and as at then we don't really believe in education. We believe in talent, career, like pursuing your career. Is either you're a boxer
Footballer.
or you're a footballer, musician or whatever. But compared to like now where people are beginning to go to school, you get me?
Yeah.
So
And how did you manage to stay focused? Because coming out of hoods like that, where the society is almost just condemned that area
Yeah.
to just thugs
like
and doers.
I said, cosigns from big names then kept me going because imagine you getting a cosign from Don Jazzy in 2013.
Damn.
That
At
was a
the
lot.
time when Don Jazzy.
Yes, Burna Boy's mom, people reaching out to me like me with inside hood. You might say I didn't say one shop and Don Jazzy reach out to you like Don Jazzy, like it was more like a joke, like showing my friends like Don Jazzy reach out to me more. So I left Mushin for Lekki. Yes. So I stayed for Lekki for like 2-3 years. So everything was going well, you get me? Look, in my mind I was like, okay, this is my career. So I had to leave boxing, leave football, everything behind to face music. Because if I had left school for music, waiting can be boxing. I beg a Koshi song. You don't understand.
Now, just listening to your story,
Yeah.
it's been a hell of a ride.
Yeah, sure.
And it's been a long time. Now, one of my things is most musicians that are the most difficult to work with are those that have been around for a long time.
People are always saying this.
Because
Okay.
you don't want to learn new things. You think you've done everything before. Go and post today. Nah, man, I don't post way. No, that one not going to change my life. They're always very difficult to work with. What is it like now with some of the people that you're working with? Is it, are you willing to learn? Like, because you mentioned Gen Z a couple of times. It's a whole new ball game now.
I'm still learning. Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm not really a social media person. Imagine someone like Davido, Whiskey still putting hard work in whatever they are doing. So
Facts.
who am I? Who am I not to work? Let's not scope ourselves. You
Facts.
get me? I'm not bigger than Whiskey. I'm not bigger than no.
Yes,
like, bro,
that these guys are
like,
at the top of the food chain and they're still working.
Even if you tell me, say, make I try this. No talk like that. See, bro, let's not lie.
Facts.
And these guys are still working. So I'm so like, the Gen Z era, they need more of you. Like you need
Beyond
to be
the
saying,
music.
posting stuff, Like some people on Twitter will say, this new artist. At some point, I felt embarrassed, like, but in my own
it's
mind,
a
I was
good
like,
thing.
okay, you know, go fit yap them now. They don't know you before.
Yes.
Because for Whiskey to put you on a song, you get me? Now, don't see what they know you be that.
Facts.
They tunes Whiskey FC, they are more of the Gen Z community.
Facts.
So, bro, you don't get choice. So, you have to work. It's not about,
basic.
I don't they work since, I've been doing it since 1996. I don't need to do. I was talking to DJ Timmy, me and Blackface, we were talking on sometime last week. And he reached out to me, like, because he no say, I gas work. Nothing like say, Blackface don't take. You have to work. Facts. It is the new era. You have to do what they want.
Yep.
Post stuff, do things according to what they like.
Yes.
You get me? So that's.
I saw there's a freestyle platform called On the Radar, I think it is, in America. So a lot of artists go on there and they perform their songs, blows up, Central C, Drake, everybody's been on there. And in the last couple of weeks, Akon went on there to sing Locked Up.
Imagine
And
Akon.
the comments was, wow,
They all missed
this
him.
guy is about to blow. This is a new artist.
They've missed him now. Yes, now. So people, yes, now. Imagine all these guys still putting in work. Get me, bro. Like,
like even him when he saw it, he was like, "Yo, you can't be mad at this. This is a whole new generation.
New generation,
They
who-
missed
he
his
didn't want me.
whole era from 2004.
no be like them saying, not
2014.
just okay.
Not just okay.
Not just okay, Nigeria loaded. Now Apple, na Spotify,
Facts.
you have to do those things.
Facts.
Do you have
Facts.
a choice? Except you don't want to make money. Or maybe you're just doing it for pleasure. Or, okay, let me just do it for fun. You get me? But to buy for now.
This is the
Oh,
work.
my sound level you now. Now for you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Listen, you started the year, you're currently in the UK, you're touring, you're on a promo tour in the UK, going to a couple of cities, about 8 or 9 cities, is it?
Yeah, 8 shows already.
8
You get me?
shows
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, most of them are live band. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I need to come and catch you one. So have you been rehearsing with the band?
Yeah, with like few of them though.
Okay.
Like I was talking to Timmy, I said I need some backup singers because my kind of music has to do with call and response. You get me? So I need backup singer to rehearse with. You get me? But by God's grace,
you build it up to that,
we'll
and then you dropped the project.
Yeah, the black and white. Yeah.
Black and white.
Yeah,
Why black? I understand what you explained with black and white, but why did you decide to drop the project at this time? Especially, when I was online, actually, I was searching for, and online, you basically only have 2 projects.
Yeah, two projects. Yeah.
2 projects.
2 projects. Yes.
That
Middle vibes and
that is
black and white.
To be honest with you, that is absolutely atrocious. Why would Terry APALA have only 2 projects online?
I have more coming anyways. I have another project dropping in April.
Okay.
You get me?
And is that an album or an EP?
An album, 16 tracks, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
So like I have more stuff to do, more videos to shoot, more tours.
Why were you holding back over these decades? Why was it just 2 projects?
Remember I said something earlier about the old former record label issues and stuff, you get me? So I stayed back due to
The complications,
court,
the legal.
Court gave some, you get me?
Yeah.
Like I could not do stuff until
That
when
was
when I
resolved.
was allowed to,
So that's been finally resolved,
Yeah.
and everybody's.
Yes, I was out of the scene for like 2 years, yeah.
And what was that 2 years like for a
It
musician?
was tough, depressing, yeah, because I couldn't do anything, no interviews, no shows. I was just at home in my home studio recording, and that was it.
Why couldn't there be an amicable settling? That's one of the questions I want to ask musicians.
Yeah.
It looks like musicians are constantly going through this tough record label battles.
You just have to obey by, because come on, there was a contract, to get me.
Yeah.
You have to obey by the rules. You have a contract and you have to follow the rules.
Yes.
Court gave an order not to do this. Come on.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. But
And what gave me that confidence again was now let me do my sound. I'm gonna make I just did, not worry. I'm gonna do all right. So I was just there trying to prepare myself, re-strategizing, trying to come up with something new, and because say now only me they do that thing. That one alone is always giving me confidence.
your lane.
My lane is my lane.
Yeah.
I feel open my wardrobe, carry my thing clean and back. So now that I'm here,
That's it.
yes, boss.
And it's a double-edged sword, because you're making music like, the pop sound that everybody's making, but you're also still existing in a live band arena,
yeah.
where you're still doing
Two
weddings,
different markets.
birth-
Two different markets.
What's
bro.
that? What's it like to have those 2 existing markets? Because a
Yeah.
lot of people don't.
For me, I prefer the live band music because it gives me that that expression like more, makes me more related to my sound. Because the DJ thing for me, I like it.
Yeah.
Like the 10-15 minutes, I like it, but
Yeah.
it is not musical enough for me. Because I grew up, doing live band music. I grew up in a church. I was an instrumentalist, a drummer. You get me? So the live band thing, I kind of prefer it more than again. So, and I really go make my money.
Facts.
The live band.
Facts.
Yeah. Imagine me getting 2 naira with my DJ playing on stage. You get
Yeah.
me? I do like 10, 20 naira with the live band. So I prefer the live band. Live band is more sweeter.
And that's like the weddings.
And that is even music for me. And I feel like, I don't know why most of my colleagues in the industry, I don't know, they're kind of dodging the whole live band.
Because
bro, that is the music. I understand sometimes the promoter might not have that kind of money to pay you.
Yeah.
Because before you pay your live band, instrumentalists and everybody, you get
Absolutely.
me. But bro, trust me, I'm always finding my way how to, give them the best.
So that's the question.
Even when the money
Yes.
is not enough for me, I try
Absolutely.
to manage to give them the best.
So let
You get
me. I say this all the time, and I think I've used Burna Boy as an example a million times because we saw it at the beginning, and I think we've heard his family members talk about this as well. At the beginning, they were not. It wasn't as if they were making crazy money.
A lot, yes.
But he already said it as far back as 2014. That when I perform with a live band, I'm a
band.
completely different animal.
Different, yes, so.
So he
Yes, so.
he
Even me
made
too.
sure that was part. And when people started to see what he was like, I'm sure the fees
Yes,
started
now.
to go up.
Getting right,
So
yeah.
it's your own investment too.
Yes, so, yes,
but a
so.
lot of the musicians, just like you said,
Yes,
they're not
now.
ready to,
They're not ready to,
dip
yeah.
in their own pocket.
Yeah.
Everybody wants the promoter to bring them to the UK, carry them to go and do interviews, book cabs for them to go and do promo. No.
It comes with a lot.
Once you're here,
Yes,
it's
sir.
time for you to go and promote yourself.
I swear, I
you need
swear.
to step out. You need to
swear.
call the media houses
I swear.
because ultimately the marketing that you're doing is not only going to positively affect the promoter you've got, but it's going to leave a lasting effect on your own career.
your brand,
the
yes.
Davido that came into this country in 2013 and went straight from Heathrow Airport to a BBC interview is what he's still benefiting from
He's
in
enjoying
this
it- he's
country
enjoying it
till today.
Yes.
So we need to start letting people know that, yes, they might be able to book you for a show, but ultimately, for you to benefit solely out of this booking, everything relies on the artist.
Yes, sir.
You're going to have to make those other calls, and a lot of the promoters don't even have access to media houses.
I swear.
And they don't even know what the benefit is. Remember, promoters initially were the blessing to our culture and the curse to our culture because they started treating artists like their girlfriend.
Yes, sir.
You bring an artist to town, you will be restricting them from going out.
I swear now.
Thunder don't fire them.
I swear.
So Hunger they catch a lot of them now because of the cost way they don't do back in the days. So a lot of the artists need to start learning that it's a collaborative effort. Even though you've been paid to come out, you also have to put your name to use. You have to go out there and meet the media, take pictures with the fans,
Yes,
engage with people so that people can buy tickets and do these things.
As a brand, Terry APALA, yeah, I don't even care if I'm not even making money in this store, you get me? The most
It's
important thing
promo.
is selling myself to the people, the
1000%.
reach that I'm getting, you get me? That's like the most important thing. I'm here to, maybe go back home to Nigeria. Okay, do I have a new car after the UK tour, bro? I don't
If
give a
you
fuck.
did not come out to the UK
Yeah.
now, and I didn't have a personal relationship with you, I guarantee you I wouldn't have known that you dropped the project.
You get me?
1000%.
Uh-huh.
1000%.
Alone.
And that's how this thing goes. But now that you're here,
Yes,
it's
sir.
pushed us to listen to the project.
Yes, sir.
You're going to speak about it going elsewhere.
whatever, yeah.
And by the time you go back to Nigeria, these footprints will start to show in your pocket
Yes, sir.
gradually.
Gradually. It's a gradual process at the end of the day, yeah.
So you've promised us a project, in April.
In
but
April,
this
yeah.
one, definitely people should go and listen to it. A fantastic collaboration
and
with
white,
Bella Shmurda.
yeah.
A fantastic collaboration with
Chan,
Wiza Chan.
Word.
And World. Incredible
Mike.
record.
Your mic is on the intro.
Mike was the one that was doing the
yeah,
intro.
the
Peter Akpala,
He
this
sent
your
me a voice
time.
note. Sent me a voice note too.
After he
I
listened
converted it to
Akpala
to the
Disco.
intro of the album. Yeah.
And you
I
converted it.
swear.
Finally,
boss.
have you had the opportunity to maybe just meet Wizkid and
Wizkid? No.
You still haven't seen him.
For now, we're just chatting. We're just talking.
So you haven't even had the opportunity to tell him physically, babe, that I'm in the mood.
To talk to. Yeah. But surely we'll meet now.
Absolutely,
we'll meet
man.
surely, yeah.
Listen, it's a pleasure to finally get the opportunity to sit down with you. I'm a big fan. I'm happy that you continue to exist with this culture.
But I have a question. Why
Yes.
do people call you
What's that?
Afrobeat Pastor? Why?
Afrobeat.
Where's that name from?
So it's basically because
Afrobeat Pastor.
It's basically because I try not to be negative.
Okay.
I can speak positively about Davido, speak positively about Burna Boy, and speak positively
Without
about
not being
Wizkid.
biased, yeah.
I'm a fan of all three.
Everybody, yeah.
What is wrong with people? One of the things that tears us down is that segregation.
Afrobeat Pastor.
So it's Afrobeat Pastor. So I said to people, I'm like, I take that. My father contested governorship in 1989 in Ondo State.
Okay.
And it was called...
Oh, you're from Ondo?
Originally Ondo State, but eventually Ekiti State. I'm from Ifonalaye.
Okay.
And my father was tagged the Apostle of Peace because he wasn't ready to do the dirty politics that segregated the people. So I think I got that strain from my father.
Thanks for having us, Egbon.
Thank you
very
so
much.
much. Shout out to DJ, the baddest DJ.
Shout out to Bada DJ Timmy. Shout out to
whole
Zico.
team.
And shout out to this beautiful lady here.
And the whole team.
Shout out to Toyosi. Shout out to the man behind the camera. God bless you. Thanks for having us.
Putting the whole thing
Really
together, ladies and gentlemen. It's my brother.
Yes, boss.
Terry APALA.
You already know. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it, brother.
The Afrobeats Podcast.
Resigned.